welcome back to DJ Faith and Family. Today we're gonna prep the meals or a little food for the twins, and we're gonna have a little chat of what it is of dating after having kids, because we having a lot of those questions. So let's do it. Let's get in the room.
Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna wash our hands, because I just touched the dogs and I don't know where your hands have been.
You prepared me to it.
Well, you're helping me. You're my co-chef.
Assistant, okay.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some chicken broth. So I had already made some chicken and I actually gave that to them today. Can you bring me the pot that I asked you for?
Yes. Is this okay?
Yes, that's good. That's fine. So basically with the chicken, all you want to do is you want to put some water, put the chicken and put it to boil. And once the chicken is done, whatever is left there, that's the chicken broth. So we're going to do some quinoa with chicken broth and we're going to mix it with some zucchini. And that's going to be one meal. So we're going to be I like to make the food and then I like to combine it together. That way they have a different type of flavor throughout the week. And I usually do prepare the meals maybe 3 days in advance. But in this case, we're going to have maybe for the whole week. Anyway, they're starting to eat a lot. So we'll see how much we end up getting out of this. So we're going to need the pot.
Right there.
Thank you. Can you actually open that for me? And
it's a new, or is it open?
Yeah, that's new.
Okay, that's open from here.
Since this is liquid and that's dry, I usually like to put the dry first and then the liquid. So I'll wait for you until you're done.
That's close. Hi.
Hey, scissors.
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
Hey.
Where's your strength?
Go ahead. I want to see you doing it. Oh, you got it. Yeah, I guess because my hands were wet.
Okay. So you're gonna put 1 cup of quinoa. They actually I got this from Costco, and in the back it has instructions and they're so simple. So you're gonna do 1 cup of quinoa and then I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you can spell it. Maybe
Quinoa?
how you say it. I don't know. Anyway, but for now, that's what I'm gonna be saying. So 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of chicken broth. You can also do water instead. But since they're getting bigger,
And why did you decide to cook for the twins? Because I know for the first one, you wanted to. I mean, we were
with Sophie, yeah. So with Sophie, I was doing pouches, but as you can tell, she really loves those bags. But I wanted the girls to start getting used to actual food and for them to taste different foods. And they were also sick for like 4 months. So I wanted them to, I thought and I still think that giving them like natural flavor foods and fresh foods will help them get better quicker. So
that chicken breast smells really good.
they really enjoyed their chicken this morning. Okay, so this is gonna be your quinoa. Now we're gonna let that cook. Yeah. Do you have something to stir it up?
I can give you a big spoon.
Okay. So today we're in Desley's chicken.
Oh my god.
Today we're
my kitchen. Not chicken. That's funny. So how long you been doing this? Because I know you're not a cook person.
I'm not a cooker, no. So can you actually guess how many times I've done this before?
Like maybe a few times.
Yeah.
You can put this one.
Thank you. Oh, this
Do you
quinoa is
put
really
any
small.
seasons in it or?
No, I don't put any season on anything.
Okay.
I just let all their natural flavor be. All right, so right now we're gonna do the quinoa with the zucchini. So Desley, right before we start talking about dating after kids, can you please do this?
Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Zucchini it up.
So problem. And then you were saying also dating after kids.
Yes. How's that?
It's great. I mean, I know we all have different situations, different kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have 3 kids, I only have 1. So for me, it's easy. I mean, it's not like we always go out. It's just the beginning of a newborn. It's a little bit hard because if you're breastfeeding, obviously, I mean, you can pump and stuff. But for me, I think it was hard the first couple months when she was born, because I wanted to stay with her all the time. It's just that it's your firstborn, you want to be with her, like next to her, cuddling. But then after a while, you start feeling like, man, I need to go out. So I remember 2 weeks after giving birth, we went to Universal. It was just like, you know, because I feel like my husband was also, he looked like he wanted to spend time with me, you know. And then even though I didn't have no energy to go out, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sacrifice just to go out with you. I mean, I'm doing this also like for our marriage, you know. It's not like I'm doing this for him also. I'm doing it for both of us. So it's not really bad. I mean, the first time, then a couple months after, then I noticed like we were not going out. I was like, okay, we need to start, I don't know, going to movies, which we go to the movies all the time. That's like maybe one of my favorite things, to go to the movies. You know, my husband loves movies, so that's our main thing.
Our husband.
Yeah, and hers too. We go to the movies. Sometimes I would like to do more like a double date. That would be nice. 2 carrots?
Yes. I didn't want to interrupt you.
But sometimes it's good to do also double date the person who has a kids, because you know you get to more have spending time with that person. Also talk about kids. We do talk about
I think
kids.
it's easier to, I think it's kind of obvious too. I think it's easier having friends that are going through the same thing that you're going through. Sometimes you have like those really, you're just gonna get this right here. You have those really good friends that won't mind having a different atmosphere than you are, and are okay with having kids around, because kids can be loud, their crying can get annoying. I mean, it's just like you can be multitasking and they can be talking, and it's like they're wondering if you're even paying attention. But so those are
Okay, this is good.
awesome. Now can you please cut it into slices?
Yeah.
Those are really good types of
You want
friends
to
to
cut it
have.
like this and then ta 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 ta.
No, just
Or just
slices.
ta, ta,
Yeah,
ta, ta, ta.
that's fine. We don't need to make
Ta
it
ta ta
nice.
ta.
So for me, it's been really easy to have friends. So like Jesley and
Mari.
Pastora were my. Who else? We have Gabby, who also had. So like Sophie's age, we have like 5 different. We're 5 different girls. Is it like?
So
5
we
of us?
have Jennifer, which is our pastor from the church. We have Zamari. She also had a newborn
But she
baby.
didn't. But she's more of
Oh.
Sophie and like Milani's age.
Oh,
so
Sophie,
Gabby.
Gabby. Oh crap.
A lot. We have like it's like 5 of us.
Yeah, it's 5 of us. What happened to us?
I don't know.
We have bad memories. You were saying?
Yeah, that it's easier to have friends that are going through the same thing as you are. So, and not only is it easier, it's also when your kids become bigger, they have friends to play with.
Yeah.
So I think I got lucky with my mom having a daycare, because most of her friends go there. Actually, yeah. So, you know, they get to share everything together. And
you get a break.
I do get a break.
So, you know, while her husband works and everything. But I didn't get that lucky. But since
Well,
I'm working also.
But your mom takes care of
Yeah. So it's funny funny because I didn't work for 2 years. So for those moments that I wasn't working for 2 years, when I started going back to work, I kind of started missing her a lot more. And then also the same for my husband. Like, I mean, he's been working since the moment she was born, but I didn't know how that feels, you know, because I didn't work for 2 years. But once I started working, I was like, oh, like, now I know how you feel, because you miss her, sir, all day long. And he always telling me, oh, send me a picture and stuff of the baby, you know, so he can see her. But I started missing her a lot when I went back to work. So, yeah.
All this to say, I think that it's mentally easier if you find a group of friends that are going through the same thing as you, maybe a group of moms.
It doesn't even have to be the same age, even if their kids are a little bit older, a little bit younger. Like, you can still, like, share so many stuff, like, experience. Oh, like, how was it, you know, like, if Daniela had her firstborn way before me, like, let's say they're 2 years apart,
We wouldn't be talking.
No, but I would still ask you questions, Dee.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God. I would still ask a question, like, you know, how was it, like, you know, because then I'm already going through something, and then she already been through there, so I will ask her, hey, how was it, like, making the baby asleep? But going back to the date.
Anyway, yeah, for real.
How is it for you?
I think with just having Sophie after
I mean, you guys go out a lot.
We do go out a lot, but again, that's because we have my mom and we have Sonia, my mother-in-law. So, and I think there's been instances where, like, even when they can't take care of our kids,
yeah.
We kind of just leave them with my sister-in-law and my brother. I think that's only happened once though. Anyway, so I think after Sophie, because we have family that we can rely on, family that, you know, that we can know that if we leave, like, Sophie with, she will be safe. We got to go out pretty much a lot. And like she was saying, our husbands, they love the movies, and I think they're theme park freaks.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that even though it's not a date, but sometimes we like, well, you have a SeaWorld pass, right?
And we have Disney.
Okay.
And we have no, we don't have Universal.
We used to have Universal, but because I don't get on the rides often. I mean, roller coasters. I do get some rides, but not all of them. Anyways, since Melania's been born, we have the SeaWorld passes. Even though, I mean, I know it's not the same. Sometimes even, like, I want to spend time as a family, like my husband and my toddler. Like, so we go to SeaWorld. It's just like, it feels so good just spending time together. Just because, I mean, she gets to have fun. All three of us, we get to have fun. So it's not like, oh my God, like, I need a break. It's not like, it's not like that at all. But we do movies a lot. If you can get like a double date with, you know, a friend that has already kids, you can do that too. Sometimes we do that.
It doesn't even need to be a theme
or people
park.
from church.
I think that you can find somewhere that you can go, like here in Florida, we have Celebration where you can go and walk.
And it's a nice area too.
Or you can go to, where else can you go? That's
Disney Springs.
Disney Springs. I really don't like Disney Springs, but
why?
because it's so crowded.
It is. I mean, especially now for the summer, but because everybody usually comes here, like in Florida, you know. So, the fall season is not much.
But you can find places to go that is free, and if you don't have like anyone to leave your kids with, take your kid. Even though I will say, you gotta be patient because those in the beginning it's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Cause, like for example, I know my kids, they don't like the hotness. When we go to the park, I take like 5 fans. I'm not even kidding. They really don't like to be hot. And we have like that fan that has the water.
restaurants. It doesn't have to be every night, but some restaurants, you know, like just to go. We don't do so much restaurants because I feel like I can cook at home so much, and we also saving money. So we do more movie nights, walking around, just celebration, Disney Springs. There's this place that is like an inside. I forgot the name. It's on the Cinemark. It's by Millennium Mall, but I'll make sure to have the name down of the location. It's like you can walk around there. There's like a go-kart inside.
Disneyland.
Disneyland. I love going there because they have a coffee shop. So usually we like to get coffee and then we just talk. And then we there like talking for like an hour and a half. Like talking about like, you know, our experience, like how's it feel, you know, like now that Milan is bigger, like everything. We just talk about everything, works, like futures, all this stuff. So it's nice just to get a coffee sometimes. It doesn't have to be always big with restaurants, but sometimes we grab a cup of coffee, you know, and then talk to you men. Have a nice conversation, you know.
I'm not saying I don't talk to my husband, and I don't know if I still want to leave this as part of the video, but something because I don't know if I'm gonna say it right. But how do you get the water out?
Just pour.
I did. What I really admire about you and John is that you guys have like so many conversations. Like one time you were like, you guys don't talk in your car rides, and we don't. Like we listen to music. After that, I started like trying to have conversations with him.
I mean, not everybody does the same.
I know, but I thought that was like nice. Like
Just
you do want to know about like what's going on. We are going to put the water inside the baby move. Is that what this is called? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm saying it right too. So we're just gonna put the water in here so that our vegetables and fruits can steam. And I love this thing because it has a steamer and it has a blender. I've seen other brands as well, and I mean you can choose whichever brand you like. So with the baby move, you're just going to put okay, and you're gonna put, since we're gonna steam, we're gonna put steam, and usually it's set to 15, and I just press okay, and then it's gonna blink, and it's gonna start counting down, and it's gonna be working. And then on this side we have the blender, and I had already steamed the broccoli in my house, and it stinks.
It stinks.
But we're going to go ahead and blend this.
Do you eat broccoli? Okay. So we just suggest, you know, have like even when you're in the car ride, have a conversation with your man, like what Danny's doing now.
And even if you don't have a partner, I think it's also like
For the single moms.
good for your sanity, good for your health. I poured the rest of the chicken broth I had. So I know it's been a little messy, but we're just starting out. But thank you for watching.
Yeah. And subscribe, like this video, share with your friends and family, tell everyone, a little chat. Like I said, God bless you guys always, and if you have questions, just let us know.